For the last several days, Disney has been mocked relentlessly by nearly everyone after leaked photos and videos surfaced from onset of the newest woke live-action disaster, the race-swap Snow White live-action remake. We've known about this for some time. We've known it stars Rachel Zegler as Snow White, and we know that it's going to be all about modern feminism. It's not going to be about finding love. There's going to be no prince. They're going to completely rewrite this story for modern day, and we knew it was going to be a disaster. But now that we have these photos out there, everyone nearly unanimously is slamming this thing, and rightly so. Not only do you have race swap Snow White, but look at what appears to be some sort of stand-ins or replacement for the 7 dwarves. You have the freaks. I don't know what these people are supposed to be. We've got some reports out there that say they're called the Bandits. They look more like they belong in a homeless encampment or an Antifa protest in Portland than they do in a Snow White movie, but nevertheless, a lot of different shapes and sizes and genders and colors of people making up this group, that's for sure. But the hate is almost unanimous for this thing, which is probably why Disney lied about it. Remember, Disney said these set pictures were fake. That's what they told liberal outlets, left-wing outlets that ran with it, until they were forced to admit that, well, no, this is real. We had some stand-ins for actors, but no, it's a real set picture. Pathetic. Another woke mess Disney slammed over ridiculous pics from Snow White's set. And it's really started and reignited the entire live-action remake debate, with even places like Insider saying the fight over Disney's live-action Snow White proves the studio needs to stop making these remakes once and for all. And it's not just about the race swaps, it's not just about how stupid this looks, it's also the fact that it seems like what Peter Dinklage said back in the day actually may have spurred Disney into doing something that people are now pissed at. Peter Dinklage calls Disney's live-action Snow White remake fucking backward. He didn't like the way dwarves were treated in this. He didn't think it was okay to use dwarves in modern-day storytelling. This is a dude who has built his career off being the most well-known dwarf actor, yet for some reason got a big problem with that. Well, some other dwarf actors are pissed about what Disney is doing, and he is absolutely slamming them. Dylan Postal, aka Hornswoggle, WWE wrestler, blasts the Walt Disney Company's Snow White film for scrapping dwarf characters. Now again, there are some reports out there. New rumor claims Disney's live-action film replaced the dwarves with bandits. That comes right here. The people that save Snow White in this version are called the Bandits. Jonathan, the male love interest, who isn't a prince, is also a bandit. The bandits are like Robin Hood. They steal from the queen to feed the poor. I've heard some people say that there might be dwarves in addition to these bandits, but obviously they play a big role in saving Snow White and all these things. Who fucking knows? I know one thing. Disney's getting blasted by nearly everyone for this, including the very same people they were trying to protect by not showing dwarves in a stereotypical light. What a joke. Now, Dylan Postal actually went on with Piers Morgan and argued with some random gay guy who thought it was completely fine that they were doing this for some reason. And if I played it for you, it would get copyright claims. So it's a 15-minute little debate back and forth. Interesting and funny to watch. But I'm going to read you some of the highlights from this thing. Postal was asked by Piers Morgan, the people who it seems to have really suffered in all this are 6 dwarf actors who would have expected to have roles in this remake in a massive Hollywood blockbuster who are not going to have that experience. All the money, all the fame that may come with that. What is your response? Postal responded, so it's not a progression at all to me. Not being progressive, that's kind of the question that was asked. My issue with it is exactly what you said. There are actors, dwarf actors, that dream of being in major motion pictures such as this Disney remake. And now, because Peter Dinklage said what he said, now it's taken away. And it's taken because of progression. It's not right because these are roles made for actors of my stature, roles that aren't ever really given. I can't go out for the George Harrison or George Clooney roles because that's not for me. These dwarf roles are for people of my stature, and now it's taken away. I don't feel that's right. Not only that, but think of the additional stunt actors, body doubles. Now you're talking multiple actors that don't get these roles. Why? Because we're supposed to be progressive and just not view them as that. These are the heroes. All these dwarves took care of Snow White. They had characteristics, separate characteristics. They weren't these cave-dwelling monsters that Peter Dinklage tried to make them out to be. They had all 7 different characteristics for 7 different actors from my community, and I don't feel it's right that that got taken away from us. Maybe Disney thought that during this strike, they wouldn't have as much news coming out. There wouldn't be as many leaks. Maybe they get a little reprieve from all that. No, that was not the case. This came out right at the tail end of this stuff when they were still filming, even without the main actors, with the stand-in actors. And the backlash is not stopping anytime soon for this. Not only do you go out there and cast Rachel Zegler, a Hispanic actress, a Latina actress, for the role of Snow White, who then brags about her not being white and continues to make dumb comment after dumb comment. On top of that, they'd already admitted that they're changing the story. They're changing the character. It's not about finding love. It's about her finding her agency to be a strong leader of her kingdom. All this stuff. And now you got one more thing. You got the dwarves mad at you too now. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.